And let me tell you, Gumi will regret his life for telling lies against Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu Okike Abiama will ask him. The next thing he should go is to go to the court and tell Omotocho how far he has known whom Nnamdi Kanu is.
People fighting for the Dua and Professor Akintoye that these people are the bandit themselves. But to see Mabu come out and attack him, he said no, that they are peaceful, agitators, that Sheik Gumi is the real bandit sponsoring evil and continuous killing in Nigeria and South. What's your take?
Yeah, Sheik Gumi, you say, is a leader of bandits. That's why he was in the previous era regime. Sorry, consulting bandits, having a dialogue with Boko Haram in the bush, and that has actually indicates he knows all their modus operandi. When you discuss with thieves, you know where they are, you know what they want. Who do you think you are? You're a thief. Sheik Gumi is a bandit. One, he's a Fulani man. All the Fulanis in West Africa, they are rampaging now everywhere in Sahel countries where they have their stronghold. And Sheik Gumi is a Fulani man from Sahel country. Is he originally from the north? He's a shameless man. This man is a parasite that migrated from Futajelo Highland, one of the Sahel countries, that's Senegambia, into Nigerian region. Their forefathers oppressed and sit down on the houses. They converted the houses like slaves, and the houses started serving the Fulanis. Sheik Gumi should be very, very ashamed of himself. You that have been at least negotiating with the Fulanis in the past, Fulani terrorists in the past, that's the bandits and the Boko Haram. You are a Boko Haram. You are more or less a bandit. You don't have to call him that. Sheik Gumi is not in any position to attack Nnamdi Kanu. He shouldn't go free. I think after saying all this, Sheik Gumi should be taken to court because they are criminals. The invaders, the migrants, the Fulanis, the invaders, the Fulanis, the migrants, they are all criminals. They are sickness, so cancerous to the Nigerian nation. Fulani man is a cancer. Sheik Gumi is a cancer. Mamu is a cancer. I'm telling you the truth. It's nothing but absolute truth. You're a Fulani man. Igbo man has nothing to do with your business, with your religion. Follow your religion. Let Igbo man follow his own. You are invading Igbos, killing Igbo farmers across the farmlands in the southeast. And now he's attacking Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu actually educated the Hausas that the Fulanis are the problem the Hausas have in the north. Tell me a good political leader today, a governor today in the north, an army general today. I will tell you he's a Fulani man, not Hausa. Hausa people are good people. Fulani people corrupted the Hausas. Everybody is calling them Hausa. Fulani man doesn't believe he's an Hausa man. A Fulani man will tell you that he's a Fulani man, that he doesn't even, that Hausas don't even understand their language. Anywhere you see Fulani gather in group, they speak Fulani. They don't speak Hausa. Until they meet Hausas, they speak Hausa. Because one thing with Hausa is, immediately you mutter, you utter Hausa man language, he will embrace you. So Sheik Gumi should know that we have all our attentions are on him, because he is nothing but a brigand. Yes. That will let people ambush people on the mountainside. When merchants are going to market with huge amount of money, Sheik Gumi will pass on them, steal all their money from them. That is job. Brigandage, banditry. Yeah, they form garrison of armed robbers in the north. Sheik Gumi is their leader. If Sheik Gumi could say anything bad against Nnamdi Kanu, it's because Nnamdi Kanu was the one that educated the Hausas about the blunders their forefathers committed. Yes, descending, stooping so low before the Fulani hegemonies, Janjaweeds in the north. That's why Sheik Gumi is so much over-aggrieved at Nnamdi Kanu. But that isn't enough. History shall tell us this story. That's why they abandon history in most of our educational curriculum. If you read the history, you will understand where Sheik Gumi is coming from. He is a terrorist from Sahel country. Among the people that are fighting hard against Ibrahim Traore to bring his regime down. Because Traore doesn't want Fulani anymore in Burkina Faso. The whole Fulani militias are fighting him hard and is bringing them down in their large number. Just 4 days ago, Captain Ibrahim Traore, slew or slain over 1,000 Fulani terrorists in Burkina Faso. In their large number, he was fighting along with his military subordinates, guards. He was not relaxing in the office, enjoying AC. No, that is the kind of leader, military officer we need in Nigeria. We don't need military officers with protruded stomach as a result of Gulda, Big Stout, and the trophy. They can't help us. But Ibrahim Traore is the man. And let me tell you, Gumi will regret his life for telling lies against Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu Okike Abiama will ask him. The next thing he should go is to go to the court and tell Omotocho how far he has known who Nnamdi Kanu is. Because Nnamdi Kanu has never hurt a fly. And they are just detaining him because of what? Ibophobia. Detention of Nnamdi Kanu is a continuation of persecution, marginalization, over-exploitation, oppression of the Igbo man. That is what we are seeing there. The Igbo man is there. The whole Igbo is there, are there. Not only Nnamdi Kanu. So, Sheik Gumi should what? Chop up his mouth and get out of that place. He's just making noise. He doesn't know what he's doing. A dirty cleric with dirty bears. I don't want to know whom he is. For abusing Nnamdi Kanu, he should go to hell, hellfire. Sahel country awaits him. Because very soon, American forces will come to Nigeria and pick him up, prune him, and discard him into the Sahel desert. Yeah. He will be discarded. Oga, he will be discarded very soon. Mamu has been discarded on his way to in Cairo airport en route to Iran. Didn't they pick him up? I told the America can pick anybody up around the world through the process of OGA, Office of Global Access, has given America the impetus to pick Gumi in his house. America can do all things because God has given them the power to do it in the regard of human being. God is only person that is more powerful than US Americans.
Okay, but a lot of people have come out and said this was the same Gumi that said what the federal government should buy or fortify the Igbo youth with arm to fight IPOB. And Mbaba have come out and said that what this statement is what a genocidal statement.
He's always intoxicated, tipsy man that could not be in his right sense. What is intoxicating him? Most of the Arabic inscriptions they write on the slates and watch it with water into a cup and drink it. That is more intoxicating than alcohol. Because you might not know the content of the substances they used to write those evil inscriptions on black stone. And after writing it, they wash it with water into a cup and drink it or sip it. That is what is giving this guy the kind of insane idea that has made all his utterances mad utterances. Highest order of psychophancy. That is Mamu and Sheik Gumi for you. Sheik Gumi is not a sane human being. Anything could come out from his mouth. It doesn't matter. If you attack Nnamdi Kanu is a great intellectual. Sheik Gumi is less inferior. Yes. When you are discussing Nnamdi Kanu, Sheik Gumi is not supposed to come here. He's an intellectual zero comparing to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is an intellect, international and locally. Nnamdi Kanu is an erudite historian. Yes, historian. He exposed the Anyach. He exposed all of them to this kind of, apprehension. The kind of public apprehension of the Fulanis now, who made it known or possible to us, was Nnamdi Kanu. We could not understand the Fulanis, our visitors before, that are very deadly and bloody, until Nnamdi Kanu gave us the information about the Fulani cattle rearers. They are going to constitute serious cruelty and the hostilities among the Nigerian nation in no distant time, and it is happening currently. So we need to remove him from prison and honor him. After incarceration, Nigerians should honor him with award. International award is coming. If Nigeria fails, Nnamdi Kanu should be recognized internationally for his prediction that has begun to make him look like Nostradamus. And actually, he is the Nostradamus of our time. Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Sheik Gumi is a dirty Islamic cleric. Comparing to Nnamdi Kanu, a dirty Sheik Gumi is not supposed to talk. He is thinking with iniquity. An iniquitous man with various iniquities on his record. If you open his book, you will not sit. It not sit. You will vomit. Sheik Gumi is a dirty human being.
But it's one of the most popular renowned scholar there in the north.
Oga, Sheik Gumi being a popular Islamic or Arabic scholar has nothing to do with Western education. Listen good. Any Muslim or Islamic scholar excel on a platform of Arabic ideology, religious ideology, has nothing to do with Western education. If you know how to read Islamic inscriptions, that is for you. Oga, that is for you. It doesn't make you an illiterate person. What makes you a literate person is if you are good in science, technology, finish. The whole world could benefit from you. But it's not when you talk one kind nonsense abracadabra language and they write rubbish inscriptions. Some person will say you are a scholar. What do you mean by scholar? There are many scholars in Nigeria we know. Dr. Nnamdi Kanu was a scholar until death. Anthropologist, a linguist, many added to his discipline or credentials. You don't call a scholar because a scholar is talking nonsense language that originated from Middle East, Arab world. That person is not a scholar. That certificate is rubbish. It has nothing to do with modern Western education. Sheik Gumi is dirty.
Okay, but you have told Tinubu that give me the chance, give me security personnel. I'm ready to go to the forest and negotiate with this bandit. They
want to make another money. He made money with bandits and Boko Haram during Muhammad Buhari regime. He wants to go back into the forest to begin his monetary negotiation, monetized negotiation. Oh, guy, he knows them because he's a criminal. A criminal knows criminal. Criminals know criminals. A criminal knows his fellow criminal. Why is this Fulani using our brain? Don't you know that myself, I don't know bandit, I'll have no business with them.
So you said the best way to solve it is dialogue.
Or dialoguing with a criminal, dialoguing with a terrorist will amount to disaster, doom. Why are you dialoguing with killers? People with various blood soiled on their hands. You can't dialogue with them. Bring them to justice and try them. Let justice, law, take its course on them. You don't need to dialogue with a criminal. I've never seen Americans dialoguing with terrorists. It is not possible. They arrest you, they send you to that prison in Guantanamo Bay. In the middle of Atlantic Ocean. You can't escape jail. Could be that Osama bin Laden was arrested, he will die in Guantanamo Bay. But he was not arrested, they wanted him dead. There is no peace for sadists. The arsonists, they don't have peace. You don't negotiate with the arsonists. The Fulanis are the arsonists. They are the sadists, committing all manners of cowardice across Nigeria. Act of terrorism is act of cowardice. They can't come during the day. They come in the darkness of night. So that's why it is an act of cowardice. It is not people of heroic proportion that are committing terrorism across Nigeria. It's people that are cowards. I don't know what to understand. They are all cowards. Proportion of, let me say, bold, brave men is never ever digested or portrayed or painted that way. They come out as bold people, gallant people. Heroes don't go to war in the darkness of night. In a broad daylight, America invaded Panama. In a broad daylight, America abducted Manuel Noriega in 1991 from the enclavement of Vatican Embassy in Panama, Southern America. They did not go there in the darkness of night. That is an act of heroism. Yes. I don't even understand. People that are attacking using deception are called terrorists, and they are cowards. It's an act of cowardice. I can remember statements from George Bush in 2001 when American airplane was used against them as missile by the terrorists. George Bush came out and said, yeah, that's an act of cowardice. They are cowards. They can't come one-on-one with America. They take us unaware because they are arsonists. It's an act of cowardice. Bombing of the Twin Towers of New York was perpetrated by Osama bin Laden-led terrorists. They are all cowards. They were all by now rotting. Osama bin Laden is rotting. Mohammed Atta and most of them that died during that act or arrested after that act, they were buried and they all perished. An act of terrorism is an act of cowardice or cowardice.
Okay, should, if Gumi was arrested by Tinubu's government, do you think that Tinubu is right? Do you think that
is 100% right to arrest a man that negotiates or negotiated with the bandits in the past? This administration, if only that one he achieves, I think people could give him good mark, just mark 45%, because Sheik Gumi is coordinating with them, he's communicating with them. They are his kinsmen. They migrated from Sahel, Africa. Sheik Gumi is originally Nigerian. He migrated from Sahel, Africa. Sheik Gumi should know that some of us, we know history. The reason why they don't allow history is for the outsiders not to know where the Fulanis are coming from. But for me, an Igbo man, I read history. The Fulanis are from the Futajelo Highland. They are from all the Sahel countries of West Africa. Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Burkina Faso. Chad was among us before. And there are many in Adamawa State, the Fulanis. They are visitors from Sudan, from Chad. And today, they are boasting of being among us. They are not among us. Ghana doesn't want them. Burkina Faso has actually sent all of them away. What are we talking? Angola doesn't want them. Angola doesn't want anything Alakuba in that country. They don't want disturbance. Yes. So, could Tinubu today arrest Sheik Gumi? I don't think anybody would question him. Sheik Gumi should be arrested. He's one of the ones constituting security in the north. Because he is a die-hard Islamist. A radical Islamist is Sheik Gumi. And he has been dialoguing with bandits during the time of Jonathan and Muhammad Buhari. He is among them. He knows how they operate in the morning, afternoon, and night. He knows all their ways. Sheik Gumi is demanding for Buhari to give him, Tinubu to give him another audacity, like the way Buhari gave him during his administration, to become, to begin dialoguing with bandits again. And that has made him a bandit, a living bandit in the town.
Thank you.
On your agenda to Islamize the whole Nigeria, which is currently what you are doing. Nobody will take you serious, Christopher Musa. Despite your false information you spread to the world, your cup is full. You are done. Nigeria is a failed state. Nothing can be done to rehabilitate that. That is why the United States of Biafra is a free nation today. We are the one wearing the shoe. We know where it pinches. Finland cannot tell us our story. Nigeria state cannot tell us our story. It is we Biafrans that must tell our story. And that story is already told. We are an independent nation today. We met all the criteria. We declared our independence on November 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. We conducted a self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted. Finland, you are going to explain that. And it's not just easy that you know the history of Biafra. Finland knows our history, but it becomes a concern when you know that history, but you decided to toe the part of the, as we gather here one more time to do what we know how to do best, I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Ogbueze, the Deputy Prime Minister to the United States of Biafra, to the Biafra Republic government in exile, and to the government in homeland. This is the government. We are the government. There is no other government. I welcome all of you. First, let me recognize our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, who is still being held by the Nigeria DSS, Nigerian government, for nothing. The only reason they are holding him today is to stop what we are doing, to stop the full protection of the United States of Biafra, which is already here. They already failed, no matter what they do. There is no reason in the first place for that trial to be going in Nigeria. They have nothing except to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra, which they do not have the power to do. They can never do that. They cannot succeed. So we thank our Onyendu for his resilience, for his steadfastness. Continue to be strong. Do not be moved. Do not be moved by the terrorist state of Nigeria. Do not waver, because we are already finishing this race. And at the right time, we will institute the right way to make sure they leave you, whether they like it or not. They must leave you. We will make them leave you. We also want to remember His Excellency, our Prime Minister, Simon Eba, who is still being held by the Finland government as we speak. For nothing. Nothing except what we are doing now. Their target is to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra, but they have failed. The same thing they did to Nnamdi Kanu. They collude with the Nigerian state to investigate a case that was reported to them. But they refused to investigate the human rights abuses, the killings of innocent Biafran that led to what we are doing today. They pretended as if our lives do not matter. They are more interested in the economic and bilateral relationship they wanted to establish with the terrorist Nigerian state. They are more interested in that than the subjugation, the killings of innocent Biafrans, which formal report has been given to them, to Finland, by the Prime Minister. They refuse to investigate that, but they are quick to jump into investigation when the terrorist state of Nigeria reports our Prime Minister to them. Again, the whole essence of this was to stop what we are doing, stop the full restoration of the United States of Biafra, but they failed. We are a nation at this time, and at the right time, we will institute the appropriate protocol to ensure that Finland let our Prime Minister go immediately. We will, as a nation, do what we have to do to make sure that happens. So we want to encourage our Prime Minister, Simon Eba, to be resolute, to be strong. Do not be moved. Do not shake, because we've restored the United States of Biafra. We've done that. Finland could not stop that. Nigeria could not stop that. So all this fight, they are taking to different quarters, is null and void. The major reason why they took our Prime Minister away is to stop the restoration of the United States of Biafra. But we told them that the restoration of the United States of Biafra as a free nation does not depend on any one man. It does not depend on Prime Minister Simon Eba. Neither does it depend on Nnamdi Kanu. It is the will and the wish of the people to be free from a state, a Nigerian state that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists into the community. Hire them in the military and the police, give them AK-47, send them to the southeast, southwest, middle belt, different part of indigenous Nigerian states to displace the citizens, to kill the Christians and take over their homes. That is the plan of Christopher Musa, and that is what he continues to do. No matter what he tells the world, no matter how he tries to paint it, we are the one wearing the shoe. We know where it pinches. Finland cannot tell us our story. Nigeria state cannot tell us our story. It is we Biafrans that must tell our story. And that story is already told. We are an independent nation today.